Yeah.
The first thing Hannah says was, we're not going to do a long podcast, are we?
Because
That doesn't give you much confidence.
I think people prefer like 40 minutes, 45 to an hour and something.
Why are you talking like you've just been on a spiritual retreat?
Because I'm always on the verge of being on a spiritual retreat. I'm actually practicing my voice to give it a low, nice timbre. That's what you say? Because if I don't control myself and I answer the phone, my voice goes really high pitched, and I'm going and I'm not reliable, and I don't encourage respect.
The same. Is it the same logic as why Margaret Thatcher lowered her voice?
Oh yeah, she did.
Because she started to talk like that, and people took her seriously.
Yeah, she had elocution lessons.
I got a new personal trainer.
Oh yes.
And her name is also Danny, but it was kind of like for the first few sessions, it did feel very weird because I'd been with the previous personal trainer for nearly over a year, I guess, and it just felt like I was almost
attached to her.
Attached to the previous Danny, yeah. But I like the new Danny, and there you go. And I know you get a bit jealous when I talk about other women in my life.
No.
Maybe we start again, will we?
What?
Will we just start from the beginning?
Okay.
Or not? I don't know. Because it's just such a pain having to look back.
It's only a few minutes.
Oh yeah, are you going to edit it then?
Yeah, if you teach me.
Ugh, teach you. I mean, Hannah, at this point in your life, you have to realize you're never going to learn how to edit.
Why is that?
Hannah is, you know that great film by Woody Allen called Zelig. So whoever Zelig was standing next to, he wanted to do whatever that thing was. Was it? Was that the idea? Something like that. So he'd be standing next to some political person, and suddenly he'd become So Hannah's very like that. Like whoever she's with. Why am I a civil servant? Why am I should be doing mathematics. I should be mining Bitcoin.
Are you laughing at me?
Yeah, I'm clipping. Welcome to the wing clipping factory, where you come in with hopes, dreams, and aspirations, and we send you out the other end full of doubt and self-hatred. Anyway, I have a new personal trainer. Her name is also Danny, and but she's good. But it did feel weird. It was like having a new. It was like having a. Like almost, you know, can you imagine having a girlfriend breaking up and then like the next few days you have a new girlfriend? It's just too soon almost. I maybe needed a period of absence because I was with Danny, like I was seeing the previous Danny every second day for over a year and a bit. So you do form a relationship, but it's a type of...
Well, from your side, you form attachment.
What do you mean from my side? Maybe from her side as well. But yeah, you're in a relationship, but it's not a sexual relationship.
It's just that you have just one personal trainer.
Can't men and women...
personal trainer has a lot of people they train.
Can't men and women have a friendship? Is there always a sexual component to it? Daniel, discuss!
Yeah, well, some people say that... men and women can be friends, but
can't properly, like in the same way women and women can be friends and men.
Yeah, apparently, but I mean, I think we can be, I think men and women can be friends.
Oh well, I'm very friend. I think
that's just a myth.
Well, I think if you're not attracted. If there isn't, there's always exceptions.
A little bit attracted to your friend, you don't act upon it, and
correct.
Your friend doesn't encourage that.
Yeah.
So even if there's an attraction, a little bit,
yes,
it doesn't mean that you have to act on it.
Yeah,
it doesn't destroy the friendship.
In fact, it can make it can just add to the joy of being with that person in a way, where it can just be that. It's just there and nothing needs to be done about it. I was out with my neighbours. I don't know, was I talking about this? And I was talking about, well, it is funny. Like, I'm 58, but I'm always, when you see a physically, what's the word, aesthetically beautiful woman or the form of a woman, it's just...
Not a man, just a woman.
Well, I mean, but the thing is... the way things like hula hoops, you remember the hula hoop thing that you'd go, or space hoppers or skateboards, there'd all be these crazes and there'd be novelties and then they'd fade away. But like the shape of a woman has never, like the novelty's never worn off. For me.
Yes.
I mean, not that that's a big revelation. And I think almost it's talking about it can, to some people, it can be, oh God, it's kind of gross. But I suppose definitely there is a way of appreciating the beauty or form from the male perspective of a woman without making her feel uncomfortable.
Yes. So
I'm not
how
sure.
do you do it?
Well, you see, that's the thing.
Discreetly I've
asked women recently, like, what do you find attractive about a man? And a lot of women have said the ass. Actually, Danny, it's funny because she's from Brazil. And she meant to say the ass, but she said, I really like the asshole. She meant to say the ass, which was very funny. I miss Danny. But anyway, what would be the thing? If a guy walks by, what are you looking at?
I think he has to be tall.
Thank you.
That's not it has to, but it's good if
we needed
he's tall.
There. Okay, it's too late. Do it anyway. Don't do it.
And
Come on.
And also, I think if you just look at the body, I like strong legs, well-defined strong legs.
Shit. Yeah.
A bit of a chest.
Oh, that's why you're
arms.
crazy about Ronaldo.
Well, no, I just think that when he started, his legs were really skinny.
Yeah.
And then they turn into those Greek columns, like those
Hannah's totally fixated.
machines.
Hannah's totally fixated on the phrase Greek columns to describe legs because it's from a film. Which film was it with Hoo-Ha? What's his name? That actor? Scent of a Woman.
Al Pacino.
Yeah, well, Al Pacino was describing. He doesn't care what, oh no, I think he was the devil or something, and he was describing the fact that he loved women. It didn't matter what shape women were in. What shape,
yes.
if they had skinny legs or Greek columns,
Yeah.
It's funny, as I get older, I have a much wider appreciation in terms of body type. I'm very open to everything. Well, I basically, at 58, if a woman has a pulse, yes, thank you.
But I think that's why he never sees you to make you admire a woman, because
what?
The woman never sees you make you admire her.
The woman? Sorry.
No, because you said you're looking at woman and you admire her.
Yeah.
And it's because they all different. There's no the same woman.
Daniel, what's Hannah saying?
The shapes are different. So it's almost like you rediscover a woman over and over and over again.
Who does?
You, when you look at a woman. They're different shapes. They're not the same,
You know the way when it's hard to understand someone, you can't hear them? I actually can't see you sometimes when you talk. And I don't know. And then the point you're making, I'm really, really concentrating. And I don't know what the point is, Daniel.
Being racist?
Am I where?
Oh, xenophobic. Maybe
on.
not racist because you're the same race, but maybe because you hate Poles or...
You see, Hannah, I know you're messing around and you can say that stuff, but there'll be one or two people who listen to you saying that and they'll actually believe it. Ladies and gentlemen, my two sons are half Polish.
So is that why you can torture me and not see me while you're talking
Poland.
to me?
I love I've traveled, I've lived in lots of different countries. The nicest people I have met are from everywhere. Most people are brilliant, sound, kind, welcoming, what's the word? Hospitable. No, hospitable. And there are a few idiots around the place.
Yes.
But that's not because of where they're from. That's because of what their values are, what they stand for, what their childhood was like. And also, here's the thing, breaking news. The side effect of a free society is that there will always be idiots saying crazy shit. And once the society is closed and people have to be compliant, people will all have the same opinion because people will be too afraid to speak out about anything.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind. When you think the society is going to shit, actually, maybe it's not. It's a sign that it's healthy, i.e. nowadays, where there's so many. Oh, although the other thing is, it's okay to have different opinions as long as you're not encouraging violence and saying,
hatred.
Get that person or try, it's okay to have really different. Hannah has very different opinions to me. I have different opinions to Hannah. I love Hannah. I'm very happy to peacefully coexist. And also, I don't like the idea of cancellation, of cancelling people. Obviously,
no.
there's extreme extreme exceptions where, well, I suppose sending someone to prison is a form of cancellation. But in general,
I think you can have Instagram in jail, can't you? Social
anyway,
media.
what were we talking about?
Well, I was.
Oh, you were talking
the
about
point
Hannah.
that
Just
women,
make your point.
I'm making the point that
Daniel?
that's why.
Okay, say it to Daniel.
Hula hoop it's gone. The idea of eating the same chocolate is gone.
Yes.
But the woman is never gone because every woman has different shape. Their asses are different. The bosoms are different. So they never cease to surprise you. No?
Is that the way it is with you and men?
I think it's no, because there's not very many interesting men. I'm just opposite. I look and there's nothing surprising about men. Very few men are actually eye-catching.
But it's funny. So when you say, so you like height.
Yeah, I like tall men and big men, not just skinny.
Yeah, I know.
And
I get. Yeah. So you like height and strong legs. So, but
strong as such.
Okay, you like
not
a strong,
like withery old,
Yeah, but
scrawny.
what the way they say a picture says 1,000 words. So what is that saying to you? What do you ever like? What messages? The physicality of that man. What? Yes, you're attracted to it, but do you ever look into what that attraction is about? What is it about? The height and the thing. What does it say to you?
I think it says, I'm here to protect you, I guess. That's the quality I like. And I'm here to... But also it commands the attention. So I like that.
Hannah is... okay. Well, it's interesting.
And also I'm tall. So... I would prefer a tall man.
Yeah. But like anyway, I don't know. I was with my neighbours, and there was one particular neighbour, and I was talking about, I don't know, the never-ending appreciation that I seem to have for the female form or whatever, and talking about, in particular, the shape of the. Did I talk about this before, Daniel? Doesn't matter.
Just what? At the beginning.
You just mentioned it.
No, I mean in previous podcasts. But anyway, like so. In fact, the very fact that Daniel and Jack exist is as a result of. I remember when we first met, you were going. Did I talk about this? You were going up when in a previous podcast.
Yeah. Yes.
Did we talk about the fact that this girl then said to me, "How would you like it if I started your dick?" Did I say that before, Daniel?
No, you didn't. I didn't think that you were on to.
This. One of my neighbours got like pretty fucking angry and said, "How would you like it if I started your dick? What is started your dick?" Correlating that to how uncomfortable women. Well, I guess
you would love it. Well, I think most men would.
Yeah, no, but
I
no,
had
but
a
no,
boyfriend
no.
who was to look at his own dick and with,
No, but it is uncomfortable. When she started doing that, she started going like this. But she got really angry when she's doing it. She's going, "How would you like it if I started your dick? I started your dick." And then I was thinking, well, maybe I don't know what was making me uncomfortable. The fact that she was so pissed off and angry, or else, anyway. But the thing is, I guess it's just, listen, the attraction, that's the primary moving force, really. This is our reason to exist, on the very, very, very basic level. And to deny it or make people ashamed of it, I think is pretty wrong. It's disgusting. It's a good thing. But it's just how we do it. We don't want to be overt in our in our acknowledgement of attraction.
Well, you don't want to be
but
rude.
but although that
be
particular
over.
woman who was saying, you know, how do you feel about saying your dick like that? I would be quite cool about it, but I felt like saying to her, but can we just, you know, just take it down a notch or two, and maybe meet in a different situation, and then we can talk about it and work through whatever thing is. But anyway, no, she did make a good point in the fact that, like, I think, you know, historically, for Christ's sake, you know, if people are, it does make you feel very uncomfortable. If somebody's just literally looking at you like a predator and just kind of, you know.
Yeah, no, that's not good.
But then sometimes it depends on where, it depends what the context is.
Yeah, you want to play compliments as well.
Like when I was like I've always been quite blown away by the fact that there are women out there who actually found me attractive. I'm so grateful.
But,
I'm so grateful for that.
Does it come from your own low opinion about your own
I don't know.
looks,
But I'm so excited by the fact that they're like, you know, when you're looking at a woman and you find her attractive, and by God, she finds you attractive back, and you just can't believe it. You know, like it's like winning the lottery. What was the great thing that John Michael McDonough said? Sex is fame for normal people. Sex is fame for normal people. Because the excitement or the validation of you're there and you've seen somebody and you really fancy them. And you don't know, you can't, you think there's no way a girl is attractive as that. I know what you're saying. You're saying if a guy or girl is thinking there's no way that person would be attracted to me, they must have a low self-esteem. Whatever, it doesn't matter. And then on one particular night you meet with that person and they're looking at you and you're thinking, oh my sweet divine, she actually finds me attractive. This is amazing. It's very exciting. And you go back to the room and you're, you know, and you know,
turn off the lights.
Clothing that was very much is now coming off, and you're, you know, that cloth that has been separating your eyes from the, anyway.
But nowadays, like, there's nothing separates you.
Oh, because of pornography.
Once pornography, but also the way.
Oh, you mean the way people dress?
You know, we almost naked, and even we have like those leotards. They reveal more than if you're naked.
Because guys, we don't have the freedom to wear those tight clothes that women can wear. Those body hugging clothing, and you can understand. Like, if I could, I'd love to wear that stuff. Huh?
I don't think that it's very comfortable.
What do you mean? Those Lululemon type of ski fucking pants or whatever they're
I don't think that they are that comfortable.
They're super comfortable. Huh? Daniel, are you freaked out by the whole thing?
Those Lululemon, they're not cotton. They just like some kind of polyester. They're not really...
What I'm saying is, the workout, whether it's basically it's skin. It's like second. What am I trying to say, Daniel?
Yeah, it looks like
Daniel,
second skin.
please
but
jump in here and help your
necessary.
father. I'm trying to describe a type of clothing that people wear when they work out, and it's body hugging,
gym clothing.
Gym,
it's
tight,
it's comfortable. Yeah,
super comfortable.
Yeah.
Can you introduce that fucking show and let's get this over with?
Okay.
So annoying.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to And That's Why We're Not Together, starring David McSavage and Hannah Andrews.
Wave. And thank you, Daniel Andrews.
Yes.
Obviously, our son and your brother, Shadows and Dust. Jack Andrews is in Amsterdam.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah.
Getting used to university life and studying. Apparently, he's got a lot to learn and research and study. So he's very, very busy. David?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. What happened to you?
Oh, dear.
You drifted away?
Mm-hmm.
That's the end.
That's the end.
the
Hannah,
beginning and the end.
Yeah.
I've been beaten down by Hannah.
Oh.
What I was saying, that I have those Lululemon trousers and they are comfortable, but that nothing beats anything which is made
That's why we're
from
not
pure
together.
cotton or silk, and it's nice and loose.
God, she's so annoying. Like, no, all women wear nowadays is that tight.
Why? Because it's, you know, it shows off your body.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. I don't think they're. I
Yes.
think they're wearing it a little bit for that, but I think it's more for the extreme level of comfort. It kind of packs. You're packed in. It feels really close. I'm talking about it. It's a nice. It's not synthetic polyester. It's kind of. Yeah, but the fabric. Oh, I can't talk with you. I'm blaming you for my inability to articulate what I'm trying to say. I don't even know how to describe those type of stretchy on lycra pants.
That's what you said, stretchy lycra pants.
God, I need to go for a fucking nap. Daniel.
Yeah. Well, I see, because Hannah doesn't agree with gym clothing, really. So,
Okay.
So that's why she.
Why doesn't she agree with gym clothing,
I
Daniel?
do agree.
We're talking about you. Why do you think that is, Daniel?
Well, yeah. Well, you have a specific taste, like for workouts and stuff, and you like to have like non-synthetic clothes and stuff.
Do you not like the shape of your legs? Is that it?
No.
So there you go. That's why it
No,
is.
that's not the reason. Listen, I'm into like natural fabric. That's not a natural fabric. It does make women look good. So that's why they're wearing it most of the time. And then it's sweat proof and blah, blah, blah. But it's not the most natural fabric. You're into natural fabric, aren't you? Like wool, cotton.
Yeah, but you can't get a cotton fabric to cling
No.
to your legs the way these fabric mixtures can.
That's true. No cotton would expose the
Daniel.
body so well.
Daniel,
What?
just help me here. Just talk about something. What's going on, Daniel?
Yeah. What in the world? Or?
I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was funny. Daniel came in the other day and says, they have a new president in France. And
Prime
then
Minister. I
Your
said
Prime Minister. And I'm going, huh? Like, who cares? Why? What is that all about? But I suppose he's just, just news has popped up. But it was funny, isn't it? Why France? Why not Italy? Do you know anything about? Like, actually, it'd be good. It'd be good.
There's a humanitarian crisis in Sudan.
Oh,
at the
Jesus
moment.
Christ. God, talk about a tough country and talk about the people who have the least amount of influence or power are the ones who suffer the most. It's really, anyway, but oh God, Sudan, what did you hear about this?
Well, it's like,
Have they had any kind of peace or something? Who knows? I don't know anything about Sudan.
yeah, well, it's just like it's been ignored for a while. And
What's the capital of Sudan?
I'm not sure.
Sudan.
Sudan, yeah.
No, what is the capital of Sudan?
Yeah.
Hannah's gonna look it up.
Okay, while Hannah's looking, Harare. No, that's Nairobi. No, Nairobi is in, where's... Oh, Daniel,
Sudan
I'm so
is-
ignorant.
Khartoum.
Khartoum.
And there's also South Sudan with a capital of Juba.
Okay, Daniel, like, for instance, what do you know about Italy? Like, what do you know about political parties in Italy? Tell me anything you know. Who's the main guy there?
In Italy? I wouldn't.
What's the guy who was going on about bunga bunga?
Isn't the woman now in charge of far right? They call her. She's getting more.
Like, it's
popular.
amazing. Like we live in this time, and I probably know more about Roman history. I mean, I actually don't know. Like ask me. I listen to the Rest is History podcast, and like I was saying, it goes it like pours into my bucket, and then comes out the other end of the bucket. But ask me some questions about politics or history or anything. I'll see if I can answer you. Like, and honestly, go on.
Okay, how did the Romans form their civilization?
Well, Rome apparently was founded by somebody and Romulus, two brothers, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What was it? Romulus and Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah.
Who?
They were raised by a wolf.
Who was it? Romulus and
Remus.
Yeah.
Romulus and
Romulus were raised by wolves, and
Yeah, or something.
Yeah. I don't know how Rome was. Okay, Rome was formed. Thousands of years ago, there was an idea called Rome, Shadows and Dust, and an Australian actor called Maximus.
Yes.
Go on.
Making movies, making songs, and fighting around the world.
Apparently, Rome, yes, they had a lot of innovative things like straight roads and plumbing and all that kind of thing. But your average person living back then didn't live very long. They didn't have a long life expectancy.
No.
And also because people were living in close quarters in Rome, so there was a lot of diseases coming in, and so typhus, cholera, diarrhea. Apparently that's the thing that people die of the most, diarrhea. Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
And also they used to poison each other a lot. And they used to have a lot of incest between themselves.
Really?
I think especially Roman noble families.
So really, the story of Rome is an Irish story too. Okay, yeah, the Roman.
Romulus and Remus, twin brothers, raised by
shepherds.
She-wolf founded Rome in.
It would have been. Hang on a second. No, I'll tell you.
Okay.
It would have been. It would have been. I don't know.
Yeah, put
1000 BC. No. 108 BC.
One more guess.
100 AD.
753 BC.
BC, right.
Okay, so 1000 BC was closer.
1000 BC. It's amazing. But no, it really, do you know what I was thinking about today? I mean, just like hold that topic and hold that thought. This is just a quick aside. So I'm lying in my bed and I'm thinking about the road that I used to grow up in, which was off Carysford Avenue. It was called Oakley Grove, and it was a cul-de-sac. And I lived there from the age of baby to 15, okay? And, I was just thinking about all the families, so there was the Wilbers lived next to me, there was the Sheridans, the McDermotts, the McDonalds, the Hartnetts, the Donovans, the English. So I could just remember all the, because that was my formative years. And then you just think, there was... I was just back in that time thinking about that road, and that was my life, that was my experience, and I had my mates, and and that was reality. And like now I'm 58, and not all, but I'd say a lot of those people are dead. I mean, the parents of the children, yeah. And then eventually there won't be anybody alive. The parents, I mean, like everyone that lived on that road that I knew, in another 20, 30 years, they'll have moved. I mean, they'll have gone. I mean, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's just shadows and dust. Shadows and dust. I mean, it's the cycle of life, But I do remember, I keep on wanging on about this. I remember being a kid, 8 years of age, and looking at old people and thinking they're so fucking boring. They just stand there. They're like trees. They're like that thing in Lord of the Rings. Those ints. Yes. They don't move. They're just so boring. And kids, we're running around, hanging off trees, jumping on fucking walls, kicking fucking things, jumping in puddles, chasing, tagging each other, whatever. And then you just see, well, the normal amount of Tesco and 2.5 point. And you just think, God, wow, boring. They're like, and we're just whizzing around. They just, yeah. And I have become what I've was disgusted by. But it is a beautiful, beautiful.
Nice childhood.
Yeah. And my God, I keep on saying it. The best thing you can do for a human being is give them a good childhood.
Yes.
My God.
And love the kids. And that's another
Well,
thing.
do you know something? Leave them fucking alone. Just leave them alone. I mean, support them. And when they're there, they come home and give them a hug and give them whatever. And but just let them free range. Jump off the thing, run around, be all filthy and dirty and fall and look after each other.
You enjoy lovely childhood.
But I was a little shithead as well, and I was a bully.
Yeah, well. And then again, there's this. I was listening to Joe Duffy, and there's another inquiry about schools and abuse.
Yeah,
and it's horrendous.
I wonder, because I often wonder, like, because I achieved a level of celebrity. I was a boy when I first climbed the mountains. Where's my gravy? And Bob Geldof too. I think when I was hanging out with my name drop friend Bob Geldof, did I ask him? I think I asked him, did Blackrock College ever ask you to go back and talk or whatever? I think that's a very important thing, actually, because I remember being in school. I would have loved to have seen guys who were in Blackrock come back.
So you want to be invited, yeah?
Well, I don't know why you've got that dumb grin and smile. It's so annoying. But I think possibly the reason the reason Blackrock College never invited me back, it's probably to do with the fact in Savage Eye that I ripped into the Catholic Church so much, and that I made fun of the perpetrators of these disgusting crimes against children. And maybe I mean, I wouldn't have even thought of that. I'd be talking to, the only reason I would go there to Blackrock College anyway would be just talking to the kids who were there and saying, I was like you, I was in that situation, and I wasn't good at school, but the fact that you're not good at school is no indication you're going to be a failure in the real world, and some of you are going to mature a lot later than others, and some of you suit this type of situation and stuff like that. It wouldn't be in a long lecture, but anyway, now I'm too old. Most of those kids wouldn't have a fucking clue who I am now. Not that they ever did. Not that I even want to necessarily go to Blackrock College, and but I'm just surprised, that they wouldn't have invited me. But now maybe it makes sense. And what a cesspit those places were. I mean, that what they describe in those things, that's probably the worst of it. Obviously, that's well, actually, and what about all the stuff that went unreported as well? What did you hear?
Oh, I was just listening to a man who was describing that he saw his brother being pushed down the stairs by a Christian brother. So the Christian brother, a big guy, just kicked this small innocent kid down the stairs, kicking him at the back. And then he died at the age of 38 of the brain hemorrhage, and then he thinks there might be a consequences of that kick and that incident. And you see,
no I'll tell you what's really, 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 really. Okay, I'm so sad about this. A lot of these schools, like these, that were thought to be upwardly mobile schools, you would have had parents who would have worked their balls off to get their kids to go to that school, but the kids might have been like the snobbery in the school, and they'd see those parents, they're not really, they wouldn't have seen them as equals or whatever, and so they would have the kid would have been vulnerable and maybe seen as an easier target by these Christian brothers or what Holy Ghost. When I was in Blackrock College, they called them Holy Ghost Fathers, but now they changed their name to Spiritans. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say about all that stuff. Yeah, I just think it's really bad, be taken, just attacking little kids, as an adult. It's pretty bad.
Terrible.
Although a few days ago, there were 3 kids outside the house, and they were like little they were like little sons of Satan, these 3 kids. They were just like, and one of them had a thing, and these 2 girls walked down, hey, I'm gonna attack, and they were only 8 or 9, I'm gonna attack you, you fucking bitch. And I'm looking, whoa, lad, you know what I mean? What are you fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No fear,
but yeah,
no respect.
Yeah, but then again, you think like back in the day, you know, you just would have whacked those kids.
Yeah, I mean, it happened to me and my friend. We were sitting on a bench, and these kids like threw a banger at us, like a little, like a firework, like, and they didn't give a shit, like they just did it, and they were just like laughing.
Yeah,
and then like they know they can get away with it, like,
yeah,
it's kind of, you know. I don't know, a lot
but
of negligent parents. Like.
Yeah, but you can't compare it to what happened in the schools. You know, that treatment in the schools would not prevent that, what's happening now. You know, like...
I think also, like, the thing about violence is that it just sends a signal to the person that you're being violent against, that in a certain situation, when you can't explain, you can't get your point across, you just, you know... so it's just a bad way to go about things. But sometimes, well, it just is a bad way to go about things.
Yeah, but be violent towards kids is a bad example, because you teach the kid that the violence can only solve the problem.
Yeah, right, yeah.
So it's sort of that starts within the family, and families are always very abusive. A lot of times, there's a lot of negligence there. That's a really heavy topic.
How long have we been broadcasting?
35 minutes.
Oh, so Open the Cage. Do you have something for Open the Cage?
Well, we haven't done it in so long. Like, I mean.
But do you know anything about Nicolas Cage? Something new?
No, I haven't been paying attention to Nicolas Cage recently.
Yeah.
Oh, Nicolas Cage did this new film called Longlegs.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Apparently it's really good. Apparently it's really scary.
Yeah, it's meant to be, yeah.
We take a break and just, if it could come back and do 10 minutes. Yeah, let's take a break.
Okay.
Okay, we had a little break.
And a little breakdown.
Hannah.
I'm talking about myself.
A little bit of violence.
A little bit of violence, a breakdown, and
we
called the police.
Hannah punched me in the solar plexus, and I spanked her on the bottom after talking about violence.
It was quite traumatic, actually.
Poor Daniel. But I wasn't like, you didn't smack me that hard, because I really punched you really well. But you have to be prepared. Anybody who goes into your stomach, you work your core.
Yeah, I know.
So your stomach is like steel, but obviously yours is not, because you really were winded.
God, you can't wait to just cut my balls off.
Clip my wings so I can once cut your balls off.
Okay, hey, Daniel, you were talking about how many have we had Lindsay on twice? Lindsay Hamilton.
Yes.
Formerly of It Gals.
Yes.
Yeah, we had her twice.
Right. So we're going to have her on.
Each time was very entertaining.
So we're going to have Lindsay on again, hopefully Thursday. I mean, sorry.
Friday.
No, whatever, for the next episode. Whenever we...
for the next episode. Because Daniel was saying this, she's having a melter. She's having a rant or something. The stuff. Who told you about it, Daniel?
Oh, my friend. But yeah, no, we just heard it in the message that she sent to you there.
No, but how did you hear about it?
Oh yeah, just through a friend, and my friend was looking at it online and seeing all the crazy stuff that's happening at the moment. Like, she's having a big fight with her on TikTok, and it's all being like
with her former partner in the podcast thing.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, as far as I know. Yeah, I didn't completely look at it, but. I think it's...
Is this her second... Because she's on her second partner, isn't it?
Yeah.
She did the podcast with... I was on her podcast with the first iteration of It Gals.
Yeah.
And then they broke up, and then she got together with another person to do a podcast, and she's broken up with that person. Is that right?
I
guess that's.
I don't know. I'm not.
Oh, well, we'll find out.
I'm not exactly sure. Yeah,
we'll find out.
Yeah, but I think she's ready to.
I wonder, can I play?
Explain.
To tell all.
Will I be able? Can I play that message that I just got?
I don't know if you feel like it. I don't.
Well, I can't. Can I play it without her permission? Or just? Why don't I record it?
You just played.
Yeah, I know, but we weren't recording, were we, Daniel?
No.
Okay.
Will I play it and then just ask her? Is it okay?
Yeah. In case.
Yay! Let me know. I'm dying to come on. Guys, it's been the craziest 8 weeks. I'm only dying to talk about it.
Okay, when we just leave it at that, because kurva. Just leave it at that.
Yes.
So apparently there's a lot of drama in Lindsay Hamilton's life.
Yes.
And she's going to come on and fill us in.
Yes.
Yeah, she's really good at that.
It needs to be addressed.
It needs to be addressed.
Yeah.
But we can all live through her.
Isn't it fun?
Experience.
Isn't it funny that even though I don't speak Polish, that when I get pissed off, I curse in Polish. I go kurwa.
But do you do it always, or just when I'm here?
Oh, I do it always. do you say kurwa when you?
No.
You don't. When you get pissed off, what do you go? Fuck.
Scheiße.
Yeah, but no, not really. Yeah, not really in Polish. Well, maybe if I'm in Poland.
Curse words hurt Hannah's soul.
It's funny.
I don't curse that much.
The the former personal trainer was from Brazil, and they say caralho.
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 Oh, sounds really nice.
I thought it meant horse, but apparently it means cock or something, doesn't it?
Horse have a big cock. Oh, remember you were showing me on TikTok or Instagram a woman who celebrated her birthday and had sex with 40 men.
Oh yeah.
And then she was asked, "Isn't your vagina not sore?"
No, she. I think the guy said you could probably hardly walk after, and said,
"Oh yeah."
Said, "Oh yeah, I had a bit of a sore back."
No, sore, sore ass.
No, she said sore back.
I thought she said
no, it was on
ass.
daytime television. She couldn't say sore ass, but it was sore back. Yeah, but I mean, 40 guys. I mean, how long was each guy
on it? Were they
riding
in tandem or were they together?
Or do you mean one was doing it up the while the other one was doing it in the?
And the other could, whatever, they could have form a chain of pleasure.
A chain of pleasure. What do you mean, like a caterpillar?
The human centipede.
No.
Have you seen that film?
Oh God. Where they stitched the face to the arse.
Yeah.
Stop. What did they do? They stitched the.
Yeah, I think they stitched the mouth to the.
Stop it, Daniel.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, what? It was a torture?
Yeah,
or?
it was like a horror film. Like,
oh,
yeah.
I don't know what
Daniel,
horror films.
What?
No, I don't know. Yeah, it's just it's creative horror.
Terrible. Oh, and I'm telling you, all those films come true. With all the science fiction.
Yeah.
A few years later.
Yeah, Jurassic Park is going to be a
reality.
Yeah.
You reckon they're going to be able to recreate an animal from the genetic code of something that was trapped in amber?
Yeah, apparently they're trying to bring back the dodo.
Okay.
Put it back on the island where Mauritius, I think.
It's so funny. So you had the dodo was in the Galapagos Islands, was it?
What was it?
I think it was Mauritius or something, or Guinea, I don't know. I can't remember which island, but
was it find out. Anyway, so the dodo had no natural predator, and it was a flightless bird.
Yes. And
so the dodo was just, and then these conquistadors or wherever from England or Spain, they land on the island, and this dodo, well, he's just kind of going, why would I assume, for hundreds of thousands of years, everything's been cool. And in a short amount of time,
they just wiped them.
Wiped them all out.
So dodo was a flightless bird, native to the island of Mauritius,
Oh yeah, it is
located
Mauritius,
in
yeah.
the Indian Ocean east of Madagascar. I want to go to Madagascar.
You see? Zelig.
Okay. The dodo lived in the forest of Mauritius and became well known for its large round body, short wings, and inability to fly. Extinct in late 17th century, primarily due to human activities. After the island was colonized by Dutch in early 16th century,
Can you imagine, like,
the non-native animals such as pigs, rats, combined with habitat destruction, led to the rapid decline
Yeah.
of the dodo population.
Yeah. So it'd be funny, like those sailors, they'd be eating dodos, and they'd be thinking, oh yeah, I wonder why they were called dodos. You know, it's funny the names.
Yeah, it sounds like a caricature or like
Well, they kind of look
cartoon
like dodos, don't
character.
they?
I don't know. I have
And
to.
you can imagine, by the way, the first time somebody ever saw a kangaroo, they'd be like, "What in the name of shite is that thing?" It's like it got the head of a something and the thing of a thing, and it
And the
looks
pouch
like a
and
and it looks like a rabbit, and it doesn't know what is going
jumps
on.
really high.
It jumps really high.
And you know the kangaroo can really hit you with the legs.
Yeah.
That's the thing about Australia. They have loads of like crazy, dangerous animals. Like, you know.
That's right.
Yeah. It's kind of like
The box jellyfish.
Yeah.
Oh, what
the
about
sharks? They have.
the pangolin? What about the most?
Dingoes.
Do you know how to defend yourself against a shark? It's funny, you know, these things pop up in Instagram. Whatever you do, don't try and escape from a shark, because that triggers its predatorial thing, and it thinks, oh, that's a prey. So if you just float in the water and try and look at it, can you imagine a shark coming out of the deep blue, and you're just there, look, and it just kind of comes up to you like that. Look. It's funny, they just.
What, you're meant to like hit it on the nose?
No, you're just meant to stare. You're just meant to stare at it.
And don't bleed, because the blood.
And don't bleed, for God's sake.
Blood.
I used
You
to
know,
be
so-
so fascinated by sharks when I was a young boy. When I was a boy, I was fascinated by sharks, and I would look at encyclopedias and look at pictures of sharks, because there was no internet, there was no video, there was no nothing, no computers, no nothing. You'd have to get a book. I actually wanted to talk about that. I saw a interview with Bill Gates in 1992, and he was talking about how much better. How, you know, he sort of has that sort of way of talking. No, it'll be really much better, because you'll be able to look at something, and you'll be able to expand it, you'll be able to press a button, and you'll be able to hear the sound, and it's so much better than books. I don't think it is. I think the having to search in physical reality, having to go somewhere to find out, or having to go to a library, find a book, or listen to something, or go to where the country is, that the thing that you're interested in. I mean, just being able to sit. I mean, it is a type of information gathering, but is it better? And is it better for our brains?
Faster? Maybe not.
It
But I
is
remember
faster, but-
going to the library, and there was a catalogue. So you had to look in the catalogue,
go on.
A, B, C, D. And then, you through all these little cards, and then read. And then you go to the librarian, to the desk.
Yeah, go
You
on.
can flirt with her,
Yeah.
if you're a man. And you ask her to search it. So you leave it, you wait half an hour, she goes off or gives it to someone else who search for the books, bring the books. And
Okay.
then you had only a week or few days to keep it.
Okay, I just want to play this for you, right? Okay.
I mean, what can the computer do that a book can't? I mean, that's the foremost interactive process, isn't it? When you sit down and read and
No, it's not. Not at all. If you want to learn about musical instruments, just seeing,
well, you listen to one if you want to learn about musical instruments.
No, but you'd like to read about it and then point to it and hear it, and maybe point to a particular string and see what that sounds like. Or saying you're studying the human body, you'd like to zoom in on a part. You'd actually like to see an animation of how that works. Or say you're in chemistry, you'd like to actually.
Okay, well, look, sorry. He talks about a musical instrument. You want to learn about a musical instrument? You can put it up on the computer, and you could press on a string and hear what it sounds like.
He predicted it.
No, yeah, but it's a bad future. I mean, yes, but actually saving up the money to buy the fucking musical instrument and pick it up with your hands and learn how to play it. That's the way to do it. This idea of, it's almost like the future that he's predicting, it's still unfolding, and then you just sort of put something in your brain and instantly, what are you saying? You're going to slow down productions. Do you know, this is like a podcast, or communication is like a train. And then every 10 minutes, Hannah's there with the Hannah gun, hijacking the train and saying, stop it, slow this train down. Yes, we were going in a direction, but now we're going to stop. So now we're in the train, we're all stopped. Hannah's walked on board, and then we're going to go, oh, what's going on?
Well, yeah, I just has this vision of Poland. I was sort of 7, and we had music, and we didn't have pianos, but we cut it out from a board with the keyboards.
Yeah.
And that's how we learned.
Yeah,
to
I know.
play.
That's okay. But that's imagination, and that's using that's adversity. And then finally, when you do eventually get a piano, you'll be so excited, and and it's delayed gratification. But this it should be a little bit of a struggle, and then you're desperate. Some people are desperate to learn how to play guitar because their just brain chemistry is tuned that way, and some people just look at a guitar and they're whatever, I don't care. But the idea that you can just kind of press a button and the guitar comes up and you just press buttons and then you can suddenly, you think you're a sort of maestro because you can, I don't know, press something. You have to learn how to train your fingers to stop being clumsy and to the hand coordination, and learn about frets, and then you have to toughen up your fingers, and like it shouldn't, like anything brilliant, there should be a lot of work involved. And I think he's
10,000 hours.
Yeah, but he's just kind of promoting his thing.
But he's exactly describing what's happening right now.
Yeah, but
you have an instrument and you can press.
I know,
and you can actually learn real instrument with an aid of YouTube teacher.
Yeah, that's right.
You don't need to go
in the
anywhere.
absence of an actual human being be there. That's fine. But she was saying the foremost interaction is books. And he's saying, well, no, it's not. But I think, because now I've been wanging on about the fact that I want to start reading books again. Because it's better for the mind.
What did you read?
You see again. You know what I mean, Daniel?
Since the last
it's
podcast,
pure torture.
Did you pick up any book?
I can't, Daniel. Daniel, please. Daniel, can you just jump in when you see it being hijacked?
I'm just checking on you. You said you like to be hard and a lot of work and hours and adversity. So I'm providing it to you. No?
Mm-hmm.
Goes together. So the ability to take text and pictures and sounds and animations and have them all together so you can go at your own pace, go get more details, skip over things, ask the computer to quiz you to see if you really understand it. That is a higher form of interaction
it's not.
than the book.
I don't think it's a higher form of interaction. It is a form of interaction, but I don't think it's a higher form of interaction. I think I don't think it's a higher form of interaction. I think the book, it's more difficult, and it requires a physical thing, and you're there in your hands and you read it, and then you're using your brain muscularly to imagine stuff.
To use your imagination.
Yeah, it's instant gratification, the computer.
Yeah, so the computer
instantly you've got everything.
Yeah.
And it actually teaches everyone that you can have everything right now, here,
It's the difference between a fucking bike and an electric bike. I've got this amazing electric bike, right? I put it on turbo mode and I get there and it's all easy. I cycled. Did you? Did you really? And then an analog bicycle, you have to really push hard, and you're using your muscles and you're staying alive. I think the brave new world that is a reality now, I don't know what to say about anything anymore.
I think the most important is to keep yourself healthy, eat healthy, be healthy, have a healthy mind, healthy relationship. Forget all this shit happening in the world. Stop listening to news.
Oh yeah, and that's another good thing as well. Somebody said, like we don't realize how big, how populated the world is, and we don't understand really the amount of people in the world, because it's been hardwired into our, baked into our collective DNA. We lived in small groups, so we go on the internet and we see these comments like, "That's bullshit, that's it," and we think, "Oh fuck, the whole world is it." No, it's just a couple of people, 100 at the most, who are just writing really negative shit, and we think haters, and we think, "Oh God, something needs to be done." Nothing needs to be done. And also, it's okay not to like stuff, and it's okay for you not to like me and me not to like you. It's okay, but we have to be able to peacefully coexist. And yes, but then the other thing is, people resist change, and the young generation wants to change things, and it's a natural thing to do. And then sometimes society changes really quite radically, sometimes for the good, sometimes for the bad. But there's kind of not much we can do about it, because if you look back at it, if you look back at history, there's all these different eras. There's the Enlightenment, there's the medieval, there's the Dark Ages,
Renaissance,
and then there's the Renaissance, and then there's Elizabethan era, and there's this era, and there's that era, and I don't know what this era is, but whatever it is. We'll go through it, and then we'll come out the other end, and it'll be good or it'll be bad. Or sometimes I think
we might be ruled by AI.
We might be ruled by AI.
Apparently,
Terminator.
The singularity when eventually
Matrix.
in the same way life began. There was one moment where chemistry happened, and suddenly, from nothing, suddenly it's just so exciting. Just did it happen? Something happened. And so with AI, this exponential growth of artificial intelligence, and suddenly something might happen where the computer just goes, it just suddenly wakes up, and then just look, and then oh fuck this. Oh, no. And then suddenly, nuclear weapons directed towards,
Because apparently AI thinks completely different than human brain, and it teaches itself as well.
Yeah.
So...
But then consciousness, and then it just looks at everything and thinks, well, what is
AI
it?
can copy consciousness.
Yeah.
So they can teach itself consciousness, maybe?
Because maybe the Godhead, we all go on about God. So it will be God. We'll create eventually God. AI will be God. And it'll just be one consciousness. And that's it. And then what will happen? Maybe it'll just get rid of us and just be itself.
Living happily ever after?
Yeah.
I, for one, support our new overlords, just to put it out there in case they ever take over.
Okay, on that bombshell. I'll be happy to. So we're looking forward to having Lindsay Hamilton on the next episode. That's going to be exciting. Daniel, thank you very much for persevering, putting up with us. It's an absolute pleasure. It's a joy. I'm very lucky. I'm very grateful.
I would like to please comment. Please say what bothers you. Please like and subscribe. Tell your friends that this is the most friendly family podcast. No animosity, no surprises, just happy together. Okay.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Am I going to drop in the music later, Daniel?
Yeah.
Okay, folks. Listen, good luck. We'll see you next week. Take it easy.